Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. If you want to know how to get back your ex-girlfriend and boyfriend, click the link below.
Leaving knowing that you will certainly never obtain any fact or honestly. It's been 5 years worth a serial cheater, that is a pathological liar. A lot of you that sadly had to take care of betrayal in some shape or form got even little sincerity or reality. I have to unfortunately walk away with none. He never ever confessed. He also ripped off at all shape or kind. He just tells me to saintfu just because I state he did doesn't make it so. He satisfied a woman on a sugar daddy website and paid her to head out on a date, as well as paid her electrical costs as a benefit for that. While he turned his phone off so he didn't take care of my calling and texting. When he was done as well as sped, residents got his dogs as well as sped up over to me as well as claimed he was at a bar that permitted pet dogs. I went over to his residence as well as knocked as well as listened to the pets prior, so I knew he had plenty of it. I went back with him home and also we made love, but I understood something was off. I cried throughout till he ended up and dropped off to sleep. I chose to snoop and also figured out the truth as well as maintained screenshots as proof and also my closure. I showed him what I discovered as well as he denied all of it also when evidence was presented and stated it was all a fancy lie, so he see if I fall for it. I wound up calling the number as well as verifying it was a woman that presented him with the new evidence. He was pissed and continued to exist and refute it to the point he punched an opening in my lip for me to believe his lie. This was simply among many points. He's never come clean, claims he cannot regret something that never ever also occurred. Yet he can still claim he likes me and wishes to be with me, that he would certainly never ever rip off on my. It's so infuriating just how he can lie so conveniently without hesitation, and also currently I just found out something he would certainly have never said anything as well as would not taken it to his grave if I had not of hear him inform his buddy regarding. In the very first year of being together he bring over a drug addict and allow her shower, rest, screw just actually after dropping me off in some cases. It damaged my heart and also he was great keeping this from me. It kills me that in addition to never ever getting answers, wherefore I do understand about what I do not know that he handled to hide so well. He really feels no remorse, no regret. Never understanding has been the hardest point maintaining me from moving on. I stopped showing him evidence to call him out on his lies because what's the point anymore? I ultimately have some coward to leave him as well as leave. However, how can somebody resemble this? It was like he genuinely thought his very own lies. I know many people state this, but it was definitely truth because he might never be that kind of male. Sorry guys, I simply really had to vent. My ideas are striking me hard, but I will certainly endure this. No person deserves this. Here are several of the most effective remarks from our community. They absolutely do believe their own lies. They come to be so exercised at it, it actually cords their brain to think their very own nonsense. I'm glad you are endure sufficient to leave this. Currently stay far much gone. Whatever happens following, you've seen what you need to see. Timeless narcissist behavior. I remained in a similar circumstance. My ex-spouse never ever actually hit me, but she drew and pulled punch a few times. She's a solid female, while dominating me sitting down. She coincided, will not admit anything, or would certainly admit small things then assert she never stated that a day later. Additionally, when I would certainly try as well as discuss things, I raise concerns I had with her, she would certainly reject and also disperse, wave it off as not a trouble. After that a few days later she begin a battle as well as implicate me of the stuff I formerly raised with her only days previously, then reject we ever had that conversation or I ever said those things. She did the exact same in pairs therapy. Jesus, exactly how did I bore with that crap for as long? Anyway, happy you run out it, as well as the truth of it is, you don't require any type of admission of guilt from him, you've seen it with your very own eyes. Take relief because you have proof that he is an abuser, a phony and also a ripoff. You don't need his admission of anything. Fuck him. Another story. Played by a gamer. As long story. I relocated location in 2015, seen a man who lives same area and also had instantaneous tourist attraction. Kept seeing him as we lived so close and was so drawn in. Asked someone about him and they said he has a GF. Was actually gutted. I seen him regarding every couple of weeks as well as we would certainly talk and have a laugh etc. Then last month my friend as well as I encountered him. We stayed chatting after my friend left and he wished to add me on F-flat, stated I don't use it just Snapchat, he downloaded it then to add me. The tourist attraction for him surpassed whatever else. We went with a drive after that he dropped me off. 5 minutes later on asked to get food with him so I did. He checked out me stating he likes me a lot and I can have any kind of guy the first desired. Why am I single? My self-esteem is quite low, so hearing this made me melt. Then he kissed me over and over. He after that texted me each day all the time till we assembled once more and kissed again. One night he told me do not message, he's with his GF and also will text me. I said I'm done, I cannot do this, I'm simply some lady on side he wants to utilize, after that get rid of. He responded it's not like that at all yet as I want. My heart hurt and also I caved and messaged him following early morning. We satisfied that night as well as he stated it annoyed him what I would certainly state it as he doesn't see me like that and I recognize his circumstance. We ended up making love as well as really felt so linked to him that evening. He messaged me after and really felt so delighted. After that, he never ever contacted me once again. Regarding I understand he only talks with me on Snapchat as he included it that day as well as his rating is only from pictures we have actually sent, it's never ever transformed. Yet because we made love and also he's not text me keeps viewing my stories. I'm in fact a lot more hurt than upset despite the fact that I have no right to be and know he has a GF. It really harmed and perplexed me why he's done this. I indicate he's literally my neighbor, it's not like I'm most likely to go away. Right here are some of the very best remarks from our neighborhood. Why would he resolve saying he's not using me to then use me? Could he actually be that ruthless? My initial instinct was to inform his GF he cheated and admit what happened, but then I believed the pain I really feel after just a month of understanding him properly. I cannot harm her simply to get back at him for making a cup of me as well. Any kind of advice why he acted like this? You must most definitely inform the partner. Not that you can change your sensations regarding it, yet you should tell her due to the fact that you feel guilty and also want her to understand who she is dating, in addition to the truth that he is possibly doing this with other women as well as revealing her to potential stis. You need to not tell her since you're mad that the person ghosted you. It's a dreadful move to sleep with someone recognizing that they have a companion. Take this as a lesson found out. So you assume if someone is sorry for cheating, you must cover up for them. Bravo my woman, you're an outright pinhead. You has consensual sex with a guy you understood has a GF and afterwards cry on a webpage where you understand people are there to deal with their partners cheating. What did you anticipate, ma'am? A satisfied ending right into the sunset? He would certainly leave his GF for his side chick as well as invest his life with you and also would be loyal to you? I am speaking from my own experience as well as it includes you too. However, girls never need guys who would more than happy for them and want to be with them. All these spirit mates, bees you ladies think are just for your tail sessions. You were purposefully included with somebody who was committed to another person. If they aren't respectful in the direction of their dedication in a connection will certainly be sincere, dedicated as well as reason towards you. Exactly how is this played? You recognize the gamer and also what video game he plays. You sat down throughout from him, told him to set up the board as well as claimed, allows play. He has a sweetheart, that is a warning, the red flag, the only flag. There was no play, just prepared engagement. That being stated, when you have reduced self-esteem, it's difficult to fully disregard interest like that. Gain from this, inform his sweetheart buddy and be a far better individual following time. You can do this. Be much better. As Fleetwood Mac stated, players just love you when they are playing. You got played. Some might say you deserved it as you understood he had a GF. Why have fun with a gamer? You played and also lost rather as you a few of what you wanted. Lesson discovered is to be a decent person and not to play the game. You can offset what you did, a little, as well as a minimum of allow the GF understand what he is. Exactly how is exactly would you harm this other woman? Wait, let me presume you manage his behavior as well as her response to realities around her? Simply wow. Let this other woman not live in lack of knowledge. The remainder of what you keyed in? Just typical human things you will certainly get over as well as gain from. Let his partner recognize. Thank you. Have an excellent day. Thanks for your time watching. What do you think about the stories? Let me know by commenting it down below. Remember to subscribe and also strike the notice